Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boise State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ridley. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ridley. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Wagner. Touchdown, Boise State! And they strike 1st.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the 1st time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Handoff to the single running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snags it over the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Line gets set. First down. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's King. Got it in the middle, it's Weaver. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught, it's Alexander. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's King. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
The Broncos will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Alexander. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 10. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The give to the tailback. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Broncos! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air, it's King. Pulls it in, it's Weaver. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. So now it's 2nd and long.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Broncos! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Stockton. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This offense has been anemic all game. They've got nothing from the passing game, and that last play there, the interception late here, that basically tells you the story of how this thing has gone. You cannot say enough about how well this defense has played. They have completely shut them out.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.